a time when humans weren't the only ones walking the earth, when ancient landscapes were teeming with mysterious ancestors of ours, each trying to survive in a hostile, unforgiving world. This may sound like ancient history, but recent discoveries are about to shatter everything we thought we knew about human evolution. Today, we're unveiling a groundbreaking find, a new human species called Homo Juluis. This discovery could completely rewrite the history of our origins, and what's even more fascinating is its potential connection to the Denisovans, a long unsolved mystery in human evolution. What does this mean for our understanding of where we came from? Join us as we explore these secrets hidden for millennia and uncover the remarkable story of Homo Juluis. The beginning of the discovery. Imagine walking through a world so unfamiliar, vast grasslands, thick forests, and unpredictable weather that could change in the blink of an eye. Over 300,000 years ago, Earth was a very different place, especially in Asia. While some parts of the world were locked in ice, the Asian continent was alive with shifting ecosystems and a dizzying array of life forms. Mammoths, wild horses, and predators like large cats roamed freely. And in this wild, untamed world, our distant ancestors were also making their mark. Now, picture this. In Europe, the Neanderthals were establishing themselves. And in Africa, our direct ancestors, Homo sapiens, were beginning their journey. But Asia, it's always been a bit murkier. While we've known about Homo Erectus, who made their home there for over 1 million years, and the mysterious Denisovans, whose DNA left behind clues but few fossils, the story of human evolution in Asia remained fragmented and elusive. Then, a breakthrough. Professor Christopher J. Bay and his team unearthed something truly unexpected. Homo Juluis. This wasn't just another fossil. It was the discovery of a new human species that had been hiding in plain sight for millennia. And its existence forces us to rethink everything we knew about the evolutionary history of humans in Asia. The unveiling of Homo Juluis. Homo Juluis. It's a name that might not ring a bell just yet, but it's one that could forever alter our understanding of human history. The name Juluis comes from the region in China where the fossils were discovered, and when scientists first unearthed these remains, they thought they were dealing with something more familiar, perhaps another group of Homo erectus. But upon closer inspection, they realized something was different. These fossils didn't quite fit the mold. The jawbones were less robust than those of Homo erectus, yet they still exhibited a remarkable set of traits. More startlingly, the teeth found with the jawbones bore striking similarities to those of the Denisovans. But here's the kicker. They were found much further east than where Denisovans were previously known to have lived. This blend of familiar traits suggested a new species altogether, one that had been lurking in the shadows of human evolution for centuries. So, who were these mysterious people? Homo Juluis lived between 300,000 and 50,000 years ago. They survived in small, tight-knit groups, likely driven by the harshness of their environment. Picture this: dense forests, wide grasslands, and freezing winters, all while competing with massive predators for scarce resources. It's no wonder they were skilled hunters, relying on wild horses and other animals, and they had an impressive grasp on tools. Stone tools, sharp blades, tools for survival. Speculations and interactions with other species, but what happened to them? Around 50,000 years ago, Homo Juluis just vanished. There's no clear answer, but let's entertain some possibilities. Did they fall victim to the rapid expansion of Homo sapiens, who were starting to spread out of Africa and across the globe? Or did environmental changes make survival impossible? The truth is, extinction is often the result of multiple factors: climate shifts, dwindling resources, and yes, competition from other human species. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. Fossil evidence points to the idea that Homo Juluis didn't live in isolation. In fact, they likely shared their world with other hominins, including the Denisovans, and possibly even early Homo sapiens. Could these species have interacted? Did they trade knowledge, tools, or even genes? It's a tantalizing thought. Could Homo Juluis have interbred with the Denisovans, much like the Neanderthals did with Homo sapiens? This is a question that scientists are still grappling with, and one that future DNA analysis could finally answer. The connection to Denisovans. Let's dig deeper into that link with the Denisovans. For a long time, the Denisovans have been this shadowy figure in the story of human evolution. First identified in 2010 through DNA found in a Siberian cave, the Denisovans had left behind only a few physical remains, teeth and a finger bone. Not much to work with, right? And yet, their genetic legacy lives on in the DNA of modern humans across Asia and Oceania. Could Homo Juluis be a regional variant of the Denisovans, or perhaps a close cousin? This is where things get exciting. The dental similarities between the two species are striking, and it's a detail that could connect the dots in ways we never imagined. Imagine this. Homo Juluis could represent an isolated population of Denisovans, adapting to their environment in a way that was unique, but still closely tied to the Denisovan legacy. If this connection holds, it would be a breakthrough in understanding the Denisovans, not as an isolated group, but as part of a larger, more complex evolutionary web. Breaking down. Traditional narratives. What's most mind-blowing about this discovery isn't just that there's a new human species, but that it shatters everything we thought we knew about human evolution. For decades, the narrative of our origins has been dominated by a few key species: Homo erectus, Neanderthals, and Homo sapiens. We've always viewed human evolution as a straight line, one species slowly giving birth to the next, until finally, we arrive at modern humans. But the discovery of Homo Juluis flips that idea on its head. It shows us that evolution is more like a tangled web, filled with branches, offshoots, and interconnections. Homo Juluis wasn't just a side branch of human evolution. It was a part of a much larger, more complex story, one in which multiple species coexisted, interacted, and perhaps even influenced each other. Homo Juluis didn't evolve in isolation. It existed alongside other hominins, and its story is intertwined with theirs in ways we're only beginning to understand. Personal reflection and speculations. What if we're only scratching the surface? What if there are countless other species, hidden deep in the fossil record, waiting to be discovered? If Homo Juluis taught us anything, it's that the story of human evolution is far from finished. As we peel back the layers of history, we may find that our past is much more complicated and much more interconnected than we've ever imagined. The significance of the discovery. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the significance of how this discovery was made. Professor Bay and his team didn't just stumble upon these fossils. They employed a completely new framework for analyzing fossil evidence from Asia. Think of it as a new lens that allows us to see the human evolutionary tree in sharper focus. Instead of grouping all fossils into vague categories like archaic humans, they developed clear criteria to help distinguish one species from another. This allowed them to pinpoint Homo Juluis, a species that might have been overlooked under traditional methods. This approach is a game changer, especially when it comes to understanding the complex interactions between human species in regions like Asia, where the fossil record has often been incomplete or fragmented. It gives scientists the tools to make sense of the puzzle pieces that have long been scattered, and it brings us one step closer to understanding the full picture of our ancient past. Let me know if you'd like further adjustments, and I'll be happy to refine it further. As we reflect on the extraordinary discovery of Homo Juluis, it sparks even more questions. How did they live? What did they look like? Could they have communicated the way we do? And how does this mysterious species fit into the bigger story of human evolution? One thing is clear: human history is far more complicated and fascinating than we ever imagined. Homo Juluis challenges our understanding and reminds us that there's so much we still don't know about our origins. It's a story of survival, adaptation, and unexpected twists. So, what does this discovery teach us today? It's a lesson in humility and curiosity, reminding us that no matter how much we think we know, there's always more to uncover. The answers we seek might be stranger, more profound, and more fascinating than we ever thought possible. If this discovery has left you questioning everything you thought you knew, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let us know what you think about Homo Juluis and its place in human history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss a groundbreaking discovery. Our next big revelation could be just around the corner. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.